All right, this is Macky. We're back with another episode of the Hidden Threads podcast, and we got Samantha.
Hello.
Hell State.
Hell State.
Is it cold in here to you?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
I run hot, so I keep it. I keep the air running. But we got an interesting one today. We're just going to chat here a little bit and talk about why do you think it's more difficult to get away with a crime these days? And of course, we're going to talk about murder. Why is it so hard to get away with it these days? There's talk that there's some serial killers in the United States, but who knows, right? Mm-hmm. My take is, so this Ryan Koberger guy, they've chased him down within a couple of months based off cell phone data and that. And then you have like the Zodiac killer. You ever read about him?
A little.
He never got caught.
Not much.
Right? He did broad daylight murders back in the 60s, 70s, and never got caught. What do you think the common denominator is that keeps him from kept them from getting caught in the old days?
Lack of technology.
Right?
Yeah. Information
spreads fast. Yeah. And it's not your police I'm talking about. I'm talking about just regular people saying, hey, be on the lookout. You know, there's this happening, and people are more alert. Do you think they are?
Oh, for sure. And we have Ring doorbells everywhere. I mean, everybody's carrying around a personal tracker with them at all times.
Right.
You know, you have all these devices in your home. You have traffic lights, or, you know, we can even run, you know, to see who goes through traffic. I mean, you are being surveilled at all times, whether you know it or not.
Watches tell you. So I always bring up the Karen Reed case, but they used the victim's smartwatch to tell how much he had moved, his heart rate when he died, those kind of things.
Yeah, isn't that insane? You didn't have that back then. So.
Right. Yeah, you had John Wayne Gacy. He went on a tear over 6 years and killed 33 people. It took a while to get him arrested. You know, I don't know if you've ever read about it, how the police had to put undercovers on him. Then he busted the undercovers. They would drink beer with him in the bar. It was weird, man.
Oh, I'm going to now.
Right? But what got him was he buried the bodies under his house, and the smell gave him probable cause to go look. Okay. So, right?
Yeah.
And another guy got away because he would get these young men and bring them in and torture them and then kill them and bury them under the house. That's where they found the bodies, under the house.
How do you not smell that yourself?
I don't know if he enjoyed it. I don't know if it was like a product of his success of being a serial killer. I don't know.
I heard that. Is it true that Jeffrey Dahmer, that he had like bodies in his tub and he would have to like shower over them?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
he butchered them, like cut them up like deer. So
yeah, I just don't understand how. I mean, you can be that unaware of the scent that other people would know.
Right. Now, Dahmer got away with it for a while, too. I forgot how many years.
That's what I'm saying. He had to be manipulative enough to carry these, you know, out and to get away with it.
Well, he would bring them in, like they'd meet him at a bar
right.
and bring the guys in. Hey, let's go have some drinks. And then he would get them in his apartment. It was all over then.
But then be that unaware of a smell.
Yeah. He kept them in the deep freezer.
It's crazy. It's like the Brian Koberger guy. I mean, he wasn't stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So to make the mistakes that he made.
Right. Leaving behind the scabbard. Mm-hmm. And then he got stopped by the cops for stupid stuff. Like running a traffic light and those things. You know, if you committed a murder, must be a little more careful, right?
Right.
That makes you think. That's where your questions come in, right?
Yeah.
Did he really do it?
Right.
I don't know. I don't think if he did not do it, he would not have taken that plea deal.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He would have wanted to go, let's get the evidence out there.
Unless he was trying to save his own life,
mm-hmm.
because we do see, I forgot the statistics on that, but people who are later exonerated, I think it's like over half of them actually like pled guilty. Mm-hmm. So they're like, why did you plead guilty to a murder you didn't commit? And it's because a death penalty is on the table.
Right.
So if you're, in that situation where, like you said, the prosecution has all this power,
mm-hmm.
all you.
Hey everybody, Macky here. And I just want to talk to you for a minute about M&H Legal Services in North Alabama. I've worked with a lot of law firms over the years, and they are by far the most transparent and most personal set of lawyers you'll ever find. Whether it's family law, including child custody, divorce, prenuptial agreements, adoptions, or you got a personal injury case or a medical malpractice case, they can help you with all that. They are a modern, transparent legal services firm, and they have a team of professionals standing by to help you now. These are the best lawyers I've ever worked with. So If you have a family law issue or you've been injured in a car wreck or a medical malpractice case, give them a call. It's a consultation you can't miss out on. So give them a ring at 256-860-8688 or mhlegalservices.com. They're standing by to help you now.
As a public defender, you can't afford anything else. You can't afford a private investigator. You can't afford an attorney. And you're put in a situation where you have to play a game. And it's like, you can engage in this game with us and you might get off. Mm-hmm. But by chance you lose, you die.
Your life's on the line. So
yeah. So it's the only way to not play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And going back to the time thing, this Koberger guy, they caught him in a couple of months based off his cell phone data, right? Well, he was a PhD student there, or master, doctoral student.
Right.
And so his cell phone would ping around there. But then they got the DNA back and they were kind of like, why is his DNA in the apartment?
Right.
That's a big thing that's going to would have hurt him. But you said there was no transfer between rooms, right?
Yeah, I heard that there was no transfer from the DNA with the blood with the victims between the rooms. Mm-hmm. And so that was unusual. I think that there's a lot more is going to come out.
Right.
And I think it's probably going to come from him. But if he is a psychopath, how much of that can we trust?
Yeah, they lie. They try to manipulate still, even while they're in prison, right? Mm-hmm. So you told me earlier you don't think he'll make it through prison very long.
I don't think so. I don't know. Okay. I'm divided on that. I think that he could either go into prison and not make it very long, or he could go into prison and basically be their leader.
Be a hero.
Yeah.
Well, he's very educated. So
he's very educated and, like some Aryan Brotherhood stuff that he could come in and really start at the top of the hierarchy.
Well, he's going to be in there forever, right? So he's not going anywhere. Might as well make the most of it. Yeah, if you look at him on the screen, though, there's no emotion. He just looks like an evil guy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they caught him quick. I've talked about this before with other investigators, and they say there's probably serial killers out there. They just get caught on the first or second one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
I wonder if he's done anything before.
I don't know. I don't know if anything's going to come out and they say, hey, let's quit. If they got some murders where they're like, I wonder if he did this, look where he lived and all those things.
I think early on, I remember a year or so ago, they talked about, they were looking into seeing if he was connected to some other like stabbing incidences. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that came out. And I think a lot of times when people, I know, especially like whenever you're looking at sexual abuse, for instance, like if someone's caught, it wasn't the first time. Mm-hmm. Like you hardly ever get caught on the first time. But I wonder if that's the same with murder. But I feel like most murder is a crime of passion that has the lowest recidivism rate.
Mm-hmm. That's a big deal to kill somebody. So.
Yeah.
Now, the Koberger, did he sexually assault any of those people?
Not that I know of.
They haven't mentioned that.
No, but I wonder if there was some sort of motivation, because they said that he didn't do well with women, that he may have had an obsession with one of the girls.
Mm-hmm. Even stalking her, maybe.
Yeah, like been rejected.
So his car and his phone, his car was seen around there like 2 weeks before that. Mm-hmm. They speculate he was stalking one of them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. One of the three girls. But yeah, it's crazy how quick they kind of got him quick. They found him in Pennsylvania. Based off his DNA. Now, what was his DNA on file, I wonder?
They got that from like an ancestry site. I think they linked it to his dad.
Okay. And then he went to his dad's house and he was there.
Yeah. Right. And that's how they found him.
Look who we got. And then they brought him back.
But we didn't have that, back in the day.
Say 1980 even.
Yeah, 1980. Yeah.
Right. And you had people getting away with it, right? They would stack bodies pretty deep before they got caught.
Right. Which mad respect to the investigators, 80s prior that had to figure these things out without all the tools that we have now.
Just talking to people, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You get people to talk and telling their friends and all those things.
And then you go further back in history, and I feel like we didn't have the system that we have now, that a lot of people were probably just convicted, just wrongfully convicted,
right.
But
Yep. There's a lot of that from the old days. But all right, anything else you'd like to add to this one?
I think that's all.
All right, we'll
Don't
be
murder
back.
people.
Don't kill people, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with some more episodes soon. Bye.